I'm still low-hanging fruit.
You want to make stand?
Sure. Thanks, Eugene Mirman.
What a great roadie.
Yeah.
Top notch. Awesome.
Hi. Just a few things you should know before I read from my novel. From the point of view of no.
I like the 20-minute explanation before someone reads from this part of their novel. And they skip to like page 200. And say, so she's been shipwrecked for a while. It's okay. It's a Civil War diary. Told in alternating points of view. Or you could read from the beginning. So this is some of the advice that I gave, and that I was asked for, and that I gave. Dear Daniel, my grandpa was just laid off from a major car manufacturer. Do you have any suggestions for work for the elderly? I don't want him lazing around the house, driving my grandma crazy. He is a grouch. Peter. Dear Peter, dog walker. Dear Daniel, do you have any tips on getting rid of gopher infestation? AC. Dear AC, move. Dear Daniel, I've been walking around in 100-degree plus heat and I can't find my car. It's a dark green 97 Camry and the parking lot outside Ross is frickin' huge. Plus there's strawberry ice cream in the trunk. Mario. Dear Mario, huh? Dear Daniel. Dear Daniel, how can you break up with your boyfriend in a way that tells him, I don't want to sleep with you on a regular basis anymore, but please be available for late night booty calls if I run out of options, Lily. Dear Lily, the story's so old you can't tell it to anyone without everyone groaning. Even your oldest friends at the last of their drinks shivering around the ice in their dirty glasses. The music playing is the album everyone has. Those shoes, everyone has those same shoes on. It looked a little like rain, so one person bought an umbrella, useless now in the star-struck cloudless sky, forgotten on the way home, which is how the umbrella ended up at her place anyway. Everyone gets older on nights like this. And still, it's a fresh slap in the face of everything you had going. That precarious shelf in the shallow closet will certainly fall someday. Photographs slipping into a crack to be found by the next tenant. That one squinter third from the left laughing at something your roommate said. The coaster from that place in the city you used to live in is gone now. A letter that seemed important for reasons you can't remember, throw it out. The entry in the address book you want to erase but you won't keep when you get a new phone, let it pass and don't worry about it. You don't think about them. I haven't thought about them in forever, you would say if anybody brought it up and nobody does. You think about them all the time. Put a sweater on when you get cold. Remind yourself this is the night because it is. You're free to sing what you want as you walk there, the trees rustling smoothly and certainly and quietly in an instant. Whatever shoes you want, fuck it, you're comfortable. Don't trust anyone's directions. Write down what you might forget on the back of your hand and slam down the cheap stuff and never mind the bad music from the window 3 floors up or what the boys shouted from the car 9 years ago that keeps rattling in your head. Because you're here, you're R. For the warmth of everyone's wrists, where the sleeve stops and the glove doesn't quite begin, and the slant of the voice on the punchline of the joke, and the reflection of the moon and the water on the street as you stand still for a moment and gather your courage to take a breath before stealing away through the door. Look at it there. Take a good look. It looks like rain. I'm sure that helps. She read that and everything was explained to her.
That was beautifully read, though. Beautifully read. I found myself slipping into pensive listening phase.
To my immediate right, thank you, Daniel. I appreciate it.
Certainly, my brother.
To my right is Larry Doyle. He was a writer and producer for 4 seasons of The Simpsons, which, as we all know, is probably the greatest TV show of all time. He contributed to 88 episodes. He also contributes regularly to The New Yorker and has written columns for Esquire, New York Magazine, Spy, and the others. His first novel, I Love You, Beth Cooper, won the 2008 Thurber Prize for American Humor. He adapted the novel, he wrote a screenplay of the novel, and the film version, which was directed by Chris Columbus, comes out this July. And his second novel, which is called Go Mutants, and I believe there's more information about it in the lobby, will be published by Echo this June. So how about a round of applause for Larry Doyle? Larry, I understand that you live in Baltimore. You're visiting from Baltimore, is that the case?
Yes.
And everybody I know is now obsessed with Baltimore because of The Wire. I'm sure you're sick of hearing about the television show on HBO. And so I imagine maybe there's some youth who think they might want to move to Baltimore. Do you have advice for the person who
Based on The Wire?
Actually, it's a good point. But maybe just imagine that they want to move to Baltimore, not because of The Wire, but because of a dietary restriction. Or John Waters.
And Tyler.
What's your advice for somebody who wants to move to Baltimore, who's definitely has to move to Baltimore? Let's say they got a job.
At a crab shack, and they gotta go.
They have a mute kindergarten student, and there's a special school for them in Baltimore.
Don't. Get another job. This is for you kids. Baltimore's fun. It's great.
I'm sold.
Hypothetical situation. I have a great idea for a screenplay. I'm gonna be a screenwriter. You have any advice for me there? Do I have to write a screenplay? These questions suck, I'm sorry.
Don't. Yeah. Back on the Baltimore thing, the best bumper sticker I ever saw for Baltimore was it said Baltimore not that bad. It was overselling it a bit, but
Screenplays.
Screenplays. This is a comedy show talking about screenwriting. It's going to get you nowhere.
All right. That was good advice. Maybe, maybe I'll take more. Oh, we already have the audience questions. Thank God.
You're eager for the end of the evening, aren't you?
We could end it on
What's the last part? Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I thought we were just developing tension.
I mean, if you, let's say you have been asked to MC an event like this and you haven't really prepared any questions, what would you do? Like, how would you approach that question? If you were in those shoes.
I would have saved hands with relax, but hey, wait a minute. Take your time.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to continue asking you answerless questions. What's on
Ask
your
me
what's
about
on your mind?
advice.
About advice?
What's on my mind?
No, what-
that my life is almost over.
No.
Oh boy. This is fucking hilarious.
Do you hate advice? Is
And my
advice-
wife won't let me get a horse. So,
You want a motorcycle and she won't let you get one. Why not? She's thinking
she thinks that I might just get on a ball.
So do you hate advice? You hate advice? Is that the case? Do you hate
No, I think advice is fun. I've gotten some great advice. Yeah.
What's the best advice you've got?
Best advice I ever got?
Get on a motorcycle and just
Keep
go.
going. The best advice I ever got was life ain't all fun and games, Buster. I don't think my mother was giving it as advice.
But you took it.
But you repeated it often enough.
I think I'm starting to cry a little bit.
Wow. So
It sounds like advice Nixon would give.
He said his mother.